Have you ever found yourself with a flat tire on your car? You come out of the store, the tire's flat, maybe there's a nail in it, or maybe you have a slow bead leak, or even worse, possibly you have a problem. You've been sitting at the airport for 2 weeks because you took a trip to Mexico and all of a sudden you come back and the tire's flat. Nothing more frustrating than that. Nobody likes to be inconvenienced. It's a tow truck call, it's sniffing around, finding somebody at the most inopportune times. Nobody wants that. So I always like to be prepared, and I like to carry small, compact air compressor around just for that case. I mean, I've got the big shop air compressors. They're great, they're powerful, but they're loud, they're expensive, they're hard to set up. And then you have these things here. Have you ever come across these boxes and nothing works? This thing, and it costs you an arm and 3 legs, but wouldn't you much rather have something small, compact, quiet, efficient, easy to charge, powerful, and you can air up all of your tires in one shot if you had to, and it even stores in a small cubby in your car? That's perfect. That's what everybody needs, and that's clearly what I decided I needed. I don't get behind a lot of sponsorships. I don't advertise a lot of products, but when I do find something that I like and I could truly use, I definitely get behind it, and this is one of those items. So before we give a demo and actually see how fast this thing can actually charge, we will time this, how fast it can charge this extremely wide, high-performance boot here on the back of this Porsche 911. I want to show you basically some of the features. Yes, 32 liters per minute. I'm geeking out. I love this. 32 liters per minute is the velocity of air input. Of course, it also has only about 80 decibels of sound at about a meter. So about this distance, it's only 80 decibels. So that's within occupational health safety standards. You don't even need hearing protection at your own risk, of course, if you're outside of a meter's distance. It actually is very, very quiet. However, let's take this out of here and I'm gonna show you a few of the basic features on this thing. Okay, first of all, this Denvix here has this gorgeous little flip down here. It's a rubber, weatherproof. You have USB output. If you want to charge your phone, you can plug right into this, and this doubles down as a battery bank. Essentially, if you're out in the woods, maybe camping, and you just need to put some charge to your phone, maybe you want to stay connected, we all do, even if you're sitting by the campfire, it's a way to just connect up without having to be connected to some kind of 120 volt outlet. You also have this great little Type-C connection, input output here, and it's quite simple and robust. It's all easy to connect up with. You've got this nice ventilation here. It ensures this thing does not overheat. There's your port where you thread in all of your air. That's your air output right there. And all your fittings and hoses will plug right into that. Beautiful finish, high piano gloss finishing here with one button. Very simple to use, and that's why I like it. It's robust, it's simple, so when you're roadside, you're not fiddling around trying to figure out how to use this thing again because you probably don't need it every single day. And then also in this case, of course, you have a little QR about kind of how to, as well as this great little owner's manual here is going to help you walk your way through this. This extension hose is great. This threads right into the body of the tire inflator right here, and in it goes, and you're ready to go. And the beauty of this is it spins freely, so you can connect it right up to your Schrader valve, which is what they call it in the automotive industry. That's a little Schrader valve, so it prevents air from coming out, but when you push in that nozzle, that allows you to push air in. So connect up to your Schrader valve, you just basically hold this, thread that in like that, safe, you don't have to have your hands on it while it's pumping up the air. So it also comes with a great assortment of fittings that you can utilize to air up your Schrader valve on your car, you can air up your ball, your bicycle, your motorcycle, everything that you need to air up comes with either this fitting or the hose in general. You also have this charger that actually plugs right into your DC port in your vehicle. Most cars have that. And you can see there's a couple of available charging options right there. And this is nice and heavy duty. I'm not gonna lie, this actually feels robust. It doesn't feel like one of those cheap, flimsy plastic ones you find at the dollar store. This actually feels quite sturdy. I like it. And as well, you do get the cable here too, which allows you to charge the Denvix itself when you're driving down the highway. You want to keep the full charger in your unit, you plug this in, you use your cable, and of course you plug in your Denvix. So if you got a long trip somewhere, plug it in. When you're ready to need the unit, it's ready to go and fully charged. Lots of features on this thing. And actually, so first of all, here we have this. We're going to turn on the button, 3 seconds, and it comes alive. It's going to give us the percentage of battery life at the top. Currently it's set at 36 PSI, and of course it's in car mode. Now with the second button from the left, it's actually all very smooth, it's beautiful. Hit that again, you can air up your motorcycle, hit it again. You can hit up your bicycle, hit it again. A basketball or any other kind of ball you have, hit it again, and you can customize. So that little body means that you can make some custom settings depending on what you're trying to air up. up the pressure with this plus, or I can down the pressure with this minus right here. We're going to go back to 36 PSI, which is what I said we have in this tire. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hook this up to the car. Let's go. So just thread that into the Schrader valve like this, super simple. And then we're going to hit the go button right here. Denvix says they can do 7 to 8 tires in a row. I've done a couple in a row on my Porsche, and this big battery still had 80% left in it. So I don't doubt it. All right, so we obviously cleared it up very, very quickly. Now all you have to do, this is automatically shuts itself off at the right pressure. Now we just unthread this, hold this, and that's it. And we're all done. Now we can basically put this away. And this works. Whether you want to do this with your car, your motorcycle, or even a ball. Maybe you want to go play some basketball. So as you see, it's all very, very simple. They even give you a basic set of tips right here. Turn on off, so press and hold for 3 seconds. The next thing is pressure detection. So press it once, it tells you what the pressure is. Press it one more time and it actually pressurizes up. So that's beautiful. Now the light button over on the left-hand side, so we hit that. Look how bright it is. It lights the whole area up. It's great task lighting if you're out camping. You know, when I'm sometimes stuck late in the evening or maybe at night, I've got to check something, I hear a weird noise under the hood of my vehicle, I'm able to use this light as a task light. It's absolutely amazing, whether you're using it in the shop or in your car. And like I said, you could be roadside. Maybe you hear a strange noise, you want to check a fluid on your car and you're far away from home. This light works great. And there's another mode too. So there's this beautiful little yellow light. And this is just great if you're camping and you just want some soft light for relaxation. This is a great light. You get a yellow light as well. Then, this is one of my favorites. You hit this and you can get the flashing beacon. So if you happen to be roadside and your vehicle's broken down and you're scared of, busy traffic on a freeway or a highway, this has happened to me too, numerous times. It's just there to warn people that I've got a problem, vehicle broken down, and beware. You don't want to have anybody run into you while you're late at night, broken down, or even possibly airing up your tire, right? Because yes, you can air up your tire and you want to give those around you the heads up that there's somebody maybe on the edge of the road. And by the way, for your own safety, if you're ever airing up your tire because it's low roadside, get far enough off of the shoulder so you're not in the busy street. Always pull off to the right, never to the left, and you should be good to go. So this Denvix, I really can't think of any limitations other than it's not necessarily made for heavy duty use. You can't necessarily use it all day, every day. Mechanic shops, you'll probably wear it out. But that's just an assumption. This thing's well made, well constructed, easy to use, super simple. I love this thing. And that's why I'm getting behind this. It not only adds capabilities of plugging in and charging your phone, giving you light at night for task lighting, emergency lighting. This is a power bank and it improves the reliability. Because anytime you drive a car, reliability is always on forefront, right? You don't want to have a car that's broken down somewhere, and even a flat tire is a breakdown. It might mean an expensive call to a tow truck driver operator. It might mean some other expensive repairs. And if all it takes is something like this to get some air in your tire so you can drive your car to the shop or to your home where you can change it properly, then this has made and certainly served itself well and paid for itself in spades. The Denvix tire inflator, absolutely impeccable and definitely a must-have for your toolbox.